Dan Moskal here, and in this video we're going to talk about Bluehosting. They are a popular web hosting company. I've been working personally online since 2006 full time, and Bluehost is the company that I have found to be the most reliable and the best. I've used, PowWeb, HostMonster, GoDaddy, Yahoo Web Hosting, um, a million other ones. And I'm not saying anything bad about any of the other companies, but Bluehost is what I found to be the best. They seem to have the shortest downtimes, maintenance, and issues. They also, maybe this is just me, but my personal opinion, they seem to be a little bit faster for all the websites that I have with them. And we're going to go ahead and look through their control panel a little bit. The speed of your site's important when it comes to search engine optimization and it being search engine friendly. And should you be using a WordPress website, please make sure to use a cache. We use the WP Super Cache. There's another YouTube video about it on our channel here, so check that out. Also, let me just draw your attention real quick here. If you have a website with a lot of traffic and you're looking, you can get a private server. A private server would be ideal for websites with tons of traffic, and a private server will make your website very, very fast. There's some tools to check out the speed of your website, and I would recommend checking these tools a couple times. Like, don't just check it once and say, oh, there's something wrong with my website. Like, there's all sorts of things that are happening on the internet at every minute of every single day. Bluehost, like I said, is the one I've found most reliable, but let's go ahead and look in at one of them. And this is the site we're going to look at in the Bluehost. This is the actual WordPress website. This is using the Genesis 1140 theme, and you can find some other videos on the channel to see some more about that. We're going to do some more in the future. If you're using that, we want to help you, so let us know if you have any questions. A lot of these companies will have similar looking cPanels. I always just X this out. And obviously, a lot of this stuff's pretty self-explanatory. You click this to get to your email account. To build a website, you're going to click on WordPress, and you can find another video in my YouTube channel here about actually installing WordPress and getting started with it and customizing the theme and the design of your website. Oops. Here you can see some other things. There's the FTP. Regardless of if you're transferring a website, I don't use any of these other tools. The only thing I use in my cPanel is checking the email and when I first install a website. But regardless of if you're transferring a website or installing a brand new website, I would strongly suggest that you use this OnePress WordPress install. And it's going to take you to a Mojo Marketplace. Mojo Marketplace, I believe, has replaced Simple Scripts. And if that doesn't mean anything to you, don't worry about it, but it makes it really easy. You literally just fill out a couple pieces of information to install or import your WordPress website. They have, it looks like, some other content managements: WordPress, Joomla, Drupal 7. There's also some templates you can use. Like I said, this is using the Genesis theme and framework. Make sure you have a cache plugged in, and I would recommend either using the Genesis frameworks like I am on my website to make it search engine friendly if you want to get search engine traffic, and or using a plugin like the Yoast WordPress SEO plugin is a good one that I have installed on this website. So WordPress is very easy to install on all these. Bluehost, like I said, I moved everything over to Bluehost. The only thing I would say about Yahoo web hosting is they seem to place some limitations on your account, or at least used to, and I hope they've changed that, because I had most of my stuff there, and I just kind of had to move it because I couldn't use it the way I wanted to or didn't know enough advanced techie stuff. And I've spent years learning this stuff. So Bluehost seems to be the fastest. I haven't had any problems. I think there was one time over the years I noticed there was some crazy catastrophe where my website was down for like an hour or two, which wasn't any big deal. Check out the Google Webmaster Help if you're curious about if your website goes down. It's basically not a big deal as long as it's not down for a long time. So this is Dan Moskal. Check out danmoskaluniversity.com for more tips. You can also grab a copy of our book, How to Create a Website Easy button, over at Amazon. Please like this video, comment below, and share it with your friends, family, and colleagues. And thanks for watching. Have a great afternoon.